EA Sports coverage of the NFL brings us to the City of Angels, Los Angeles, California. Coming up, we've got a good one here in the AFC, as it'll be the New England Patriots taking on the LA Chargers. With Charles Davis, as always, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Charles, you talk about storylines in this one. I think it begins and ends with our two quarterbacks, certainly two of the best in the business.
And nowadays, I don't think you can get by for long periods of time without a top-flight quarterback. The way the game is played, with all the responsibility he has and how the game flows through him, if he's not on the top of his game, your team's not going to benefit at all.
Charles and I have been looking forward to this one all week, and we are underway in Southern California. And it's a pretty good return here as they'll get this up to the 29. Here are the Chargers ready to go on offense, led by their first-round pick in 2020, the man out of Oregon, Justin Herbert.
It hasn't taken Herbert long to earn the status of one of the league's best and most entertaining passers. He's locked and loaded on every snap, and the second he sees an opening, the ball's soaring downfield. You've got to be on your A game at all times against him. The second you slip up, he's liable to burn you.
Now a run. Here's the first-round pick from April's draft. And the big boys up front, they're going to stop him right at the line. Call it no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. At the 28-yard line. They'll send a receiver in motion to the right. Again, it's Hampton. And again, the run defense stout this time. He maybe gets back to the line of scrimmage, but no more. No gain that time, and it leaves him with 3rd and 11 coming up.
And Brandon, every running back wants to use their speed in order to get out in front of things. Sometimes you just have to be patient, let blocks develop. On that play, that didn't happen.
Out of the gun, Herbert. He's got his target. That's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 14 yards. And the Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
But we're used to seeing the guy that you consider the #1 receiver double covered. But how about this guy? He's double covered and finds a way to make the play for a first down.
That's how you increase your Madden rating, right?
No doubt about that at all. And you know something? I think we'll hear about that from him soon.
Play action this time for Justin Herbert. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time, they were up to the challenge.
2nd and 10. They'll send a receiver here in motion right. And they'll run for the first time with Najee Harris. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
It's a gain of 6. Makes it 3rd and 4. Here is 3rd down and 4. Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots' 40. Give him 12 yards on that one. It earns him a fresh set of downs. Solid opening drive so far, Charles. They've moved this football into field goal range, but you know that they want to cap this off with 6 and not 3.
Absolutely. As one of the better coaches in the league always tells me, on offense, I want their body blows all game long and finish it with uppercuts. We'll hear the body blows right now. He's hoping one uppercut will take care of the end of this drive.
That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup. Once another Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 13-yard line.
What a drive this has been, just chewing up the yardage. And here's one of their best plays yet as they finally get down into the red zone and look to finish this off with 6.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10. Herbert going to give to Hampton. And here he'll get it down to the 7. 5 yards is the tally on 1st down. That brings up 2nd and 5.
That's a strong pickup right there on 1st down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
From the 7, it's 2nd and 5. Harris running straight ahead. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris taking it in from 7 yards away. And the Chargers are on the board first here this afternoon.
Like what we saw right there, good running down near the goal line because that was a really good drive. They were able to possess the ball, have some early success moving it downfield, and then clearly the most important thing, finishing things off with the ball in the end zone.
And for the extra point, Cameron Dicker. And the Chargers grab the 7-0 lead. A good drive that time as they go 9 plays in all. And it was Najee Harris who finished it off with a touchdown run. So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. So out come the Patriots here to get their first shot on offense. And they will be led out by their second-year quarterback.
We're seeing it more and more in this league, how teams love to have athletes back there taking the snaps, guys who can throw it and move around and get yards with their legs if needed. He's one of the best examples that we see out there right now. He can throw for hundreds of yards one week and then run for 100+ the next. He adds an extra dimension that really confounds defenses when he puts it all together.
And not much to speak of. Call it a 1-yard gain up to the 26.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
The last play got just a yard. Here's 2nd and 9 from the 26. Throwing here is May. He completes that to Garrett Wilson. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. A 10-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Patriot first down. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game, so our offense has to be ready each and every time to either equal or try to get us ahead and try to keep us ahead. This is their chance to respond to that first touchdown given up.
Back-to-back nice plays, 12 yards that time and a first down. There are times on carries like that where he looks a little bit older than his rookie status.
How many times have we talked when we've gone out to dinner about how precocious these youngsters are that come into the NFL now? They play at a higher level at a younger age. The stars aren't quite in their eyes as much as they used to be.
A nice run there, 9 yards, and it'll be 2nd down.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy his caliber who runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Counting down toward the midway point in quarter 1. Again, it's Henderson. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. They go backwards there 2 yards, and 2nd and 1 is now 3rd and 3.
Well, I would have figured after the 9-yard run on the previous play, getting 1 more yard wouldn't have been much of a problem. But apparently it was, and now it's 3rd down.
They'll throw with May. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he will have a Patriots first down as they convert on 3rd and 3 with a nice gain of 7 yards.
Patriots.
We got to like what you're seeing from this offense here on the first drive. A nice sustained series to begin the game, and it will continue after picking up another first there.
Would you say the word methodical comes to mind? I love the execution. I love what they're doing on this drive. They're controlling the ball, controlling the game, controlling the clock.
And that is incomplete. Now the coverage a little too good there, and it's 2nd down.
Excellent defensive effort to get to him and provide a little contact before the catch can be made cleanly.
Now a 2nd and 10. Here's May. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And he's going to get this inside the 30. That goes as a gain of 11 and a Patriot first down.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
Off the play fake. Here's May. He's got a man. It's his fullback. And he'll go out of bounds in the red zone just inside the 20. That was the 9th play of the drive, and they pick up 9 yards with it.
Well, this has certainly been a nice drive with the way they've spread the football around. Here, they even get the fullback involved in the passing game. That's got to cause a lot of consternation on the defensive side. You've got to cover him, too. That makes things really difficult.
May going to give it to Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Not enough there for a first. No gain, as a matter of fact. And it leaves them at 3rd and 1. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. Now May on the sneak. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
2 yards. And a Patriot first down.
Well, they pick it up on 3rd and 1 on the quarterback sneak, and that's not easily done because there are extra bodies in there on the defensive side, and they're moving forward at the snap.
Yeah, I was certainly expecting a handoff, weren't you?
Yeah, I totally was. I thought they'd go with a back, maybe try and get a lead blocker in front. But as you talk about in different games, those guys with confidence in their offensive line, they just want to move forward.
Despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. 2nd down. But looked like the defense, they were ready for that one.
Really left him almost no room to work after catching the ball. He could throw every move in the book at him. They were there, and they tackle him for a loss.
To throw, it's May. Over the middle, complete. That's Henderson. And he's able to work it here to the 8-yard line. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets them up for 3rd down. Well, it seems pretty clear on this opening drive that they want to get him involved, not only, Charles, in the run game, but in the pass game as well. And he can be such a weapon for them when they utilize him this way.
And, partner, you know I'm a veteran, right? In other words, that means a little bit older. Back in my day, we used to call a guy like this a workhorse, except he carried the ball all the time. Now they get it to him a variety of ways, but you're right. They want to run their offense through him.
The gain of 5 that time gives them the conversion and makes it 1st and goal. So they gave up the early touchdown. This has been a pretty good response. Nice drive, taking it down 1st and goal.
And I know all the cliches jump in, right? Don't get away from your game plan too early. Make sure you're settled down. Don't panic. But it's all true, isn't it? Because otherwise, you get out of what you plan to do during the game, and it's still early. Don't get crazy because you gave one up. Just respond as you just noted.
They'll go again from the 3 here on 2nd and goal. Henderson will get down close to the goal line, but not in, as he'll be marked down at the 1. They give him 2 yards officially, and now it'll be 3rd and goal. So now things get interesting on 3rd and goal from the 1.
This almost becomes a Darwinian call, doesn't it? Almost survival of the fittest here. I know we can go all cliche. I'll go ahead and do it. Who wants it more here? Who has the better leverage at the line of scrimmage? Let's go.
And he is in. Touchdown, New England. Trevion Henderson taking it in from a yard out. And the Patriots are able to match the opening drive touchdown against them with one of their own. And that caps off what was really a balanced opening drive for them, Charles. They work in the rushing game and the aerial attack, and they end it with a touchdown.
Strong in so many ways, wasn't it, partner? Their ability to throw it and run it and accomplish their goal, they've got to like the way that they started this ball game.
Now Andres Borregales for the extra point. It's up and good. So these teams match touchdowns here in the first quarter, and we're tied 7-7. So that, amazingly, a 17-play drive. And it ends with a 1-yard touchdown run. Each team's had it. Each team has scored. 7-7 here as the kick's away. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27. The Chargers get set to go here for their second drive. So both of these teams, Charles, coming off touchdowns now, but this offense, they just had to stand on the sideline, watch their opponent author a really impressive drive to reach the end zone.
Yeah, and I think you're not telling yourself the truth if you don't think there's some one-upsmanship going on right now, because they just had their touchdown answered by a drive of double-digit plays that also found the end zone. Now, they want to do something even more impressive to answer that one.
They'll start it out with a run by Hampton. And to the 36-yard line, taken down there after getting 8 yards.
It's time for them to be good teammates right here. What I mean by that is possess the ball for a little while. Get at least 2 first downs. Give their defense a chance to settle down a little bit after they give up a touchdown.
2nd down and a yard. In motion right goes Allen. They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. They'll dump this off to Hampton, complete. And he'll be brought down right around the 37. 2 yards on the pickup, and that's all they needed to move the sticks. These two teams all tied after one. Charger football to start quarter number 2, as they've got it with a 1st and 10. And Johnston sent in motion. A play fake, and now Herbert to throw. He finds his target, Allen. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. A good pickup there, 21 yards.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. That makes it hard to defend.
And he'll get it down on the play to the 37. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
That play wasn't quite as big as the play that preceded it, but still, gotta like the way they're moving the football, partner.
Absolutely. Pretty good room to run on that last play.
Yeah, they didn't get a first down, but still, you'll take runs like that each and every time, won't you?
And Johnston sent in motion. A run once more with Hampton. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
In search of 4 yards here to pick up the first down. From the gun, Herbert on 3rd down. That is caught. And he's got another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Patriots 19. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Chargers first down. 1st and 10 at the 19-yard line.
This drive, it's been a good mix. 3 passing plays, 3 runs, hitting on all 3 of those passes, and the last one putting him in the red zone.
So wouldn't you think play action right here? Because you've got the ability and had the ability to run it and throw it. Go play action and take your shot at the end zone.
Now a first down carry for Harris. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
That's good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8. Now he's got to probably think about going to the air instead of maybe staying with the ground game.
Now Herbert off the bootleg.
We know it's not an easy job to go out and catch passes when people are trying to tackle you and knock the ball away. But the bottom line is, that's a pass he's got to have and a pass he should have caught.
Yards to go.
Out of the huddle now for play number 9 on this drive. This is 3rd down and 8. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. Got a man, it's Allen for the Charger touchdown. Keenan Allen from 17 yards out. And the Chargers have taken the lead. That's why you got your star out there. Throw the ball to him. They did.
That's simply saying we don't care what coverage you put out there. He's so good. We're going there with the football anyway, and there's not a thing you can do about it.
Inside the red zone, they go to him. He gets it done. Dicker down to tack on the extra point. And he's got it. It's now a 14-7 ball game. So a nice drive put together there. They go 75 yards in 9 plays. And it was Keenan Allen who finished it all off with the touchdown reception. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. And now a pause. It looks like we have a Patriot injured on the play. More from L.A. in a moment. New England with a first down as they begin the drive. After that last score we just saw, now 14-7, so a chance to march down the field here, try to tie this football game. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's 2nd down.
I have a feeling they'll stay committed to running the football, especially on their early downs. They just haven't had a whole lot of success just yet.
A 3-yard loss to start the drive. They'll look to make that up and then some on 2nd and 13. On the counter, it's Henderson. Takes this to the 27, give him 4 yards.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well. And this offense on 3rd down today, a perfect 4 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 9. To the air, May. Gets this complete to Brito. And he will have a Patriots first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
A gain of 19 yards. First down, Patriots.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
Henderson now on 1st and 10. A good space to operate there as he takes this down inside the 35-yard line. 41 yards rushing for him now as he's run it 11 times.
First down, New England.
Partner, there are strong running plays, and then there are plays where you simply outclass the defense, and we saw the latter there. They ran straight up the heart of that front for an excellent gain and first down. Simply put, you've got to put more of a fight defending the middle. Otherwise, this is going to be a long game.
And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last two plays.
But they're getting ready to go to work now in prime real estate after that last run. Found his spot and picked up nice yardage, didn't he?
And now he's got him knocking on the door of the red zone. They'll run it. This is Ramondre Stevenson. And he gets it inside the 10 to the 9. And hold on here, because on that last run, it looks like we have a player who was shaken up. More from L.A. in a moment. They go play action now. May. And this is caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Stephon Diggs from 8 yards out. And the Patriots are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And in the red zone, I guess this is why you have a guy like that on your roster.
Without a doubt, and if you have him, you use him because he's a guy who's going to win just about every time. I don't care what the coverage is.
Borregales now for the extra point. And we've got a good one brewing. We're all knotted up at 14. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. This one tied at 14 now as he sends this one away. And able to get this out to the 25. The offense for Los Angeles returns to the field. Good drive last time. Really effective passing the football. Do you maybe mix it up, now go to the ground game and surprise the defense a little bit?
I would anticipate the defense making some changes, but I wouldn't necessarily just absolutely go in the opposite direction. They're doing so well throwing the ball.
Yeah, why
I wouldn't change it up until they showed me a reason to do so.
The drive begins with a carry by Hampton. And he gets this one just shy of the 40. They'll mark him down at the 39. Solid way to start the drive. 13 yards, picking up the first. A perfect example right there, Charles, of why they love this rookie runner.
And think about how the NFL and the college games are meshing together more and more. You don't have to go to the NFL and learn a new set of skills. What you did in college often makes you ready for the NFL.
Back to Hampton on first down. And he swallowed up right near the line of scrimmage. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Yeah, things were pretty stacked up there in the middle of the line. A lot of bodies, not much space. I think ultimately he was fortunate to get anything out of that run.
Here now 2nd and 9 from the 39-yard line. A shotgun snap for Herbert. For Keenan Allen, that's complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before he gets into enemy territory. Herbert with a connection to Allen for a Charger first down.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They'll set up a throw. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break off much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
From the 41, here's second and a couple. They'll toss right side to Hampton. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. He winds up giving a yard back there, and now it's 3rd and 2.
We all have habits. We can be somewhat predictable. You know me pretty well on second down and short. What I like to say?
Play action.
Yeah, without a doubt. I thought that was a great spot to call it. Instead, didn't go their way, did it?
No, defense sold out for the run. Worked out well. Herbert now. And unable to connect. If he had caught it, it would have been a first down. Instead, it's 4th.
As tight ends go, he might not provide the super flashy plays very often, but he's pretty reliable. Usually an excellent target, and normally catches what's thrown to him, but he didn't on that play.
Feeling like they're not quite in field goal range yet. They're going to go for it on 4th. Needing the tough yards, they run it with their fullback. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give them credit. They knew what they wanted to dial up on 4th. They executed it for 9 yards, and the offense stays out there. Surprised at all that they went with a fullback there?
Not at all, because it harkened back to the days when we watched these games almost in black and white, right? The stocky guy, the strong guy, the powerful guy with leg drive. Give him the football, and even if the blocking isn't perfect, he has the ability to scatter bodies and move people enough to pick up first downs. That's what we just saw right there.
And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another first.
Now how about this throw right here? Had to throw it to the left sideline, and you know the timing's got to be correct on this one. Ball's got to be right where it needs to be, and it was. That's because he had great arm strength on that one, able to drive the football. Quarterbacks love it when they can show off their arms.
And he'll take this one down near the 15. A short gain of just over 2 yards as the first half clock dips inside of 3 minutes. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Herbert off of play action. He's got the tight end. That's Gadsden. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown. Rondé Gadsden, a 15-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers are going to take the lead. So they get their tight end away from the line to the outside, and he works his way in for 6.
Tight ends are not just blockers anymore. I don't know how many more times we need examples, but here's a great one. Gets to the outside, they give him the ball pretty quickly, and they trust him to get those extra yards, and boy, did he come through, bowling his way into the end zone after the nice catch.
Extra point try now from Dicker. It's up and good, and that'll make the score 21-14. A 10-play drive that time. And it ends with the Chargers getting into the end zone.
Ain't want my type activities, but don't you get involved. Hey, what? I mean, shit I seen, send them off. Take a risk, take a trip. You know I'm tripping for my dog. Who you with? Couple sergeants and lieutenants for the get back. This revolution been televised. I fell through with the knickknacks. Hey, young, get your chili up.
Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out, ready to send it away. And he'll be tackled just shy of the 25. Getting set to go again as we look at the back heading onto the field again. They're behind in the first half here, CD, but it's not through any fault of their running back. He's had a strong start to this one.
And you're right about that, partner, because watching him play, you would think that his team is in the lead. He has been a lot of fun in this contest. Now let's see if they can actually make something happen, put more points on the board behind his efforts.
Yeah, I'm curious to see, Charles, if they can play complementary football and get that passing game going as well. And a completion to Wilson. They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
They'd love to just strike back with a touchdown right here. And if it's a long play, so be it. But the main goal, get a couple of first downs, run some plays, run some clock, allow their defense to get a chance to catch their breath, settle down, and relax a little bit after they just gave up a score.
And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action. And the ball on the 30. Here's 2nd and 4. Looking to throw. May. His throw incomplete.
So many times when we talk about coverage, we're just about a defender running with a receiver, but a big part of it is understanding where the football is, finding it. In this case, when it arrived, it wasn't a surprise, and he was able to bat it away.
Now they face a 3rd down and 4 after that incompletion on 2nd down. From the shotgun, May with it. And that is incomplete.
That could be the stop this defense needed to get them back on track. They've been pretty well dissected by the offense here in the first half. After that possession, now they know that they can compete with this offense.
So on 4th down, here's Bryce Behringer on to punt for the Patriots. Lad McConkey deep for the Chargers. Dances by him. It's a 45-yard punt, but a decent return there of 9 yards. And it'll be Charger football here as they take over. And now out on the field, here comes Los Angeles. Right now, everything they touch turns to gold. This is their 4th possession. Touchdowns on their first 3 possessions. I mean, this defense, they can't seem to stop them. It's like they're on skates.
Great analogy, Brandon, because they are pushing them back and winning everything at the line of scrimmage. They've just been laying down tracks towards the opposite end zone. So, to themselves, all they're saying is, if we don't make a mistake, there's no way they can stop us.
Finding space at the 40. And all the way up to the 45-yard line. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide. And these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
Now it's Herbert. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. And all the way down to the 9. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And they'll be disappointed to have to burn one there after giving up the first down.
Chargers, first down. First and goal at the 9-yard line.
Justin Herbert looking to pass. And that's incomplete.
I see the surprise in your face there, partner. That is a rare incompletion from him. He's been on point this entire game.
He has percentage completion-wise way up. Not that time. Another shot from the 9 on 2nd and goal. Herbert back to the air. Now he's going to step up and run. Now the Patriots will use the 2nd of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with exactly a minute to go before halftime.
They made a nice effort to stick it with a loss for that play, but it's going to take more than that to keep him from advancing the ball. Should be an entertaining battle anytime he tucks and runs over the second half of this contest.
A big play forthcoming. Here's 3rd and goal. Here's Herbert. And he's going to go down. Sacked back at the 13-yard line. The Patriots will take their 3rd and final timeout, as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. Cameron Dicker on now to try the field goal. This will be spotted at the 20, so it's a 30-yard attempt. And his kick is right there. It's good. And the lead works its way up to 10, 24-14. So that one on target, and it adds to this first half lead.
And maybe we're too early to worry too much about one-score lead, two-score lead, etc. But this is where you kind of start banking those points that come in helpful later on.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And not much happening on the return as he'll get this to about the 23. And now it looks like he's in some discomfort after being tackled at the end of that return. More from L.A. in a moment. The Pats at the line, ready to go. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. Throwing here is May. And his throw is incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll throw with May. Short pass caught by Henry. And he'll be out of bounds across the 30-yard line. That'll leave him with a 3rd and 2 coming up. They got 8 yards there.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives them much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
They'll try and run for the first with Stevenson. They get 5 out of that one, and he moves the chains.
We all love to have a home run hitter in the backfield. Guy can take it the distance. For the short yardage, trying to pick up first downs. That big guy, always a nice luxury to have, isn't he?
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. They'll drop the throw. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete.
Trying to get something positive to happen here before the break, and they sure need it. They went for the big one, but it winds up incomplete.
They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Here's May. And too much juice. It'll be out of bounds, incomplete.
It's 3rd down and 10 yards to go.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's May. Pressure, maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
All right, Brandon, thanks much. Welcome in, everyone, to the Orlando studios. Scott Hansen with you for a quick halftime report. We'll let both sides catch their breath and get their orange wedges as we're going to get ready for the 3rd quarter action. So let's go back out to the stadium as we rejoin our broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis.
Scott, thank you very much. We are ready to get started here with the second half. The Patriots trailing here, but they will have the football first as the third quarter is underway. Oh, good return up past the 30. And able to break this out all the way to the 38-yard line. Great return. Here comes the Patriots offensive unit. They'll have it first here to begin the third quarter. And right out of the gate, they face what you think could be a pretty important drive.
I would say so. You know, they're down 2 scores. That's not the end of the world. It wasn't the strongest of first halves, but for them to start clawing back, they've got to start putting a little pressure on that defense, start cutting into this deficit. You can't have 3 and outs and expect to get that done.
They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there in second down.
The first thought is surprise because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Straight ahead, it's Stevenson. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. They do get a yard there, but only a yard. Leaves them with 3rd and 9 looming.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on first down, then you're able to shut down the running play on second.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in the expected passing situation.
From the gun on 3rd down is May. He's got his target. That's complete. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a 3rd here, and it's good for a first.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. First down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation. I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Off the play fake. Here's May. He's got Hooper on the short connection. They'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
They gave up the completion there, but this is what zone defenses count on. Catching the ball and not much run after the catch.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down. To throw, it's May. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there, and now 4th down.
How about the coverage we just saw break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
And on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And this one hits at the 1, continues on into the end zone for a touchback. Now we'll look at the Chargers offense. They get ready for their first possession of the second half. They have played so strongly. You look at the scoreboard, you probably, with the way they played, you would think the margin would be a lot bigger, right?
You would, and in your experience, how many times have we run into coaches where they've talked about, hey, we just want to put it in the hands of our defense and have them win the game? In this case,
yeah, not the case.
Not at all. You want to put it in the hands of your offense, but you always feel better about saying defense because you think defense is a constant and offense kind of comes and goes. Today, this game, no, they need their offense to stay on a really hot level.
They've been hot so far.
I'll tell you what, this defense hasn't played its best, but they're still right in this football game. If they keep making plays just like that, they're going to give their offense a chance.
Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. Last play they got stuffed at the line. Different story here, over 20 yards.
And the Chargers, first down. First and 10 at the
Now we get into the psychology of the whole thing, because a lot of teams with a 2-score lead in the third quarter, they almost become defensive with their offense, just playing not to lose. I think with this team, you got to figure at this point, this is a great spot for them to go into attack mode, really try and put the hammer down and finish this one off.
Pass out left finds Johnston. And he's brought down. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
I'll tell you what, a lot of those mid-range throws have been available, because sometimes teams get too concerned about the deep ball and they leave too much space in front of them, and these guys have been taking advantage so far.
On first down, it's Hampton. Solid running on the carry, but still brought down just inside of the 40. Milton Williams there on the tackle.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. 2nd and 5. Play action this time for Justin Herbert. They'll check this one down to Hampton. And tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. A tight formation here. It's 3rd and a yard. Trying to run for it with Hampton. And he gets it to the 32. Good enough for a first down. Give him 3 yards and a fresh set of downs.
That's another Chargers first down.
And that's why you spend a first-round draft pick on a running back. Not for just the fancy runs, but these dirty, gritty 3rd and 1s, 3rd and 2s. That's why you draft him.
In motion right comes Allen. They'll fake it on the jet sweep, and instead a handoff up the middle. Looking for a seam, but finding none. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it.
That's a play to take note of there for the defense, I think, in the future. If you're going to try and block him, maybe you get a guard to help double team him and try and steer him out of the play. They should have done it on that snap.
And they'll send the tight end in motion left. Now Herbert with it, looking to pass. Looking left side, and it's complete. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Rondé Gadsden with his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers had 6 to their lead.
Partner, they had a good lead as they went in at the half, and they came out here in the 2nd half and found a way to extend it. I love their consistency. Don't worry about what they said at halftime. This seemed like a team that was ready to play 60 minutes, and while this game is far from over, I love their approach.
Dicker down and tack on the extra point. And that'll make this a 3-score game as the lead moves to 17.
Chargers 31.
So an 8-play drive covering 80 yards. And it winds up with a touchdown for Los Angeles. Here's Dicker now as he'll send this one away. And he'll be stopped up at the 25. New England trying to get a place on offense. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
Looking to put a drive together. It's Stevenson with a run to begin the drive. And he's going to get a good gain of 9 here up to the 34.
What a way to start a drive. An excellent run, a tone setter, and now, if you want to take a shot on second down and go play action, make it look like the same exact play, and throw it over the top, you can do so because you've established the run in a big way.
Stevenson gets it again on second down. And Stevenson's going to have a Patriots first down as we get this up past the 40.
Despite the score, despite the deficit, no quitting this guy. He's running angry, running through arm tackles. He wants to change what that scoreboard is saying.
On play action, May. He finds Wilson. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35. 23 yards on the play.
Well, we talk all the time about playing situational football. Right now, I think the scoreboard is dictating what they need to do. Where they are in this game, they've got to push the ball downfield, take their shots, try and get big chunks of yardage in a short amount of time. That was a nice play there.
Stevenson now on 1st and 10. And they'll get this one to about the 20-yard line. 17 yards on the play as they try to eat into this 17-point deficit.
17 yards. First down, New England.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far in this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. To the air, May. And he is going to lose yardage here. So that one a disaster. A big loss there with second down coming up.
Well, I know it goes against the instincts of the person catching the ball because all you're ever taught is catch the football, don't drop it.
But drop it there.
Yeah, in that situation, dropping it would have been better. End up losing yardage even though they completed the pass.
As good as a sack.
Yeah, how about that? Although they won't get the same credit for it, and it won't help them at contract time.
So 8 yards on the completion there. That brings up third and a full 10 yards.
And I think he just wanted to get the ball to one of his playmakers to see if they can make something happen, but he ends up throwing into a crowded area. And after the catch, he isn't able to do much with it.
Here comes the 7th play now of this drive as this is 3rd and 10. Now back to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. And they're going to get him down shy of the first at about the 13-yard line. Will go down as a gain of 6. And that'll bring up 4th down.
He wasn't the primary target, but I think it was almost like a check-down situation, wasn't it?
Yeah, hoping he can break some tackles, a big tight end, but he couldn't do it.
Yeah, get into that big frame and hope he can scatter some bodies, unable to get it done.
And this one is right through. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
All they just say is or spend some time and rock a ride. I check it's not that easy.
After you made field goal, back out is Borregales to kick this one away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. The Chargers offense and Justin Herbert getting set for this next drive. And he had it going in the first half, that's for sure. He's really had his way with his secondary. They've been powerless to stop him, and he'll look to keep it rolling right here. The Charger drive about to get going. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now, defensively, he these guys on offense will find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now, they're just cutting them to shreds.
Here's Herbert. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. They get 11 back on them. It leads to third down.
Looked like the screen pass was taken away there, and that was a nice job of improvising, but it's not normal. Usually when the screen pass is taken away, you're taught to just throw the ball at the ground at the feet of the receiver so that you don't get it intercepted and just start over, but he ended up finding another receiver.
Back to throw here, Herbert. Working the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. Well, they were in search of a short gain on third down, and they wind up nabbing over 20 yards.
At the 48-yard line.
With the kind of game he's had so far, you had to know that on third down that they would be looking his way, and they did, for big yardage and a first down. I think the defense fell asleep at the switch on that one. I would have doubled him, tripled him, anything to keep the ball out of his hands.
Herbert going to give to Hampton. And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain. And it appears we have a Charger shaken up on that last play. More from L.A. in a moment. Second down and 8. Harris running straight ahead. And he's going to take this down close to the first as he's brought down at the Patriots 39.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time, and making it work.
This is 3rd and 1, very likely 4-down territory even if they don't get it, though. Herbert going to keep it on his sneak. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's been a good drive so far. They just wanted to keep it going, so they call low-risk, low-reward play. No one's worried about picking up big yardage here. Quarterback sneak, keep the chains moving, and pick up another first down.
On the give, this is Harris. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 50 yards rushing for him now, and he's carried the ball just 5 times.
Looks to me like maybe there's a little attrition setting in with this drive, because when you see that type of a run, I get the feeling the defense getting a little bit tired.
And that's the last thing they need, especially when they look up at the scoreboard. First down, and they go back to Harris. And he's in for a Charger touchdown. Najee Harris, the second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Chargers are able to extend their lead in the final seconds of this 3rd quarter.
That drive that really increased their cushion felt very military to me. Very precise, methodical is one of the words you've taught me. And they just got it done.
And slowly but surely now starting to pull away a little bit. Things looking good for them here in the 3rd quarter.
Not only pulling away, you mentioned that slowly but surely, you also drain clock too with a drive like that. So you really give yourself an advantage.
3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back now at SoFi Stadium in Inglewood, where the 4th quarter will begin with a kickoff following the score on the final play of the 3rd quarter. Now after the Dicker field goal, he's back out ready to send it away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26. Now comes the New England offense to see what they can do this time. Well, this game, it has had no shortage of offense. They've been able to put up a decent amount of points on this side, Charles. They just have not been able to keep pace with the other offense they're going against here.
Yeah, that's a good way of pointing things out because now it's not a total loss because, as you said, they've scored some points, so there's some plays they can build on, moments where the game plan actually worked. But overall, though, they were just out-personnel. They were going up against a team that was playing at an elite level.
And he's going to have the Patriots first down as the tackle made here at the 36.
Well, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the fourth quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down fourth quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. And he will lose yardage back to the 34-yard line. Stuffing it behind the line there. That's Deion Henley. Really nice play.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one by the line of scrimmage.
Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
They'll set up to throw. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he's out of bounds just before the midfield stripe at the 49. Give him 7 yards on the play as they do pick up the third down conversion. 2 first downs have them up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Looking for his man on the out route, and he's got Diggs. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 14 yards is the pickup there, and a New England first down. Well, those are the types of plays they probably wish they had made more of in the first 3 quarters. And this deficit going to be tough to overcome here in the 4th. But a nice first down and a pickup on that throw.
Yeah, and this is where as coaches, you're looking for effort and execution, even though the scoreboard is going against you. You want to find out who's going to fight, who's going to scrap, who's going to keep their heads up and continue to play. Well, they've been back on their heels a little bit here in this drive. A chance to exhale just a little bit there. We get completion on first down. Now they have to gear up, try and get 2 more stops and escape this drive.
Line of scrimmage, again the 37 as they line up 2nd and 10. Looking to throw, May. He'll go underneath here to Stevenson. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28.
I think the best offenses love to get the ball to their running backs in open space because they have the ability to make people miss, and they also have the ability to run over people. And if you do that throughout the game, after a while, they might just run through some of those tackles and go a long way.
Well, we saw him shed a nice tackle on that play. They'll run with Gibson. And Gibson looking for some kind of opening, but he has none. They rally up to stop him short of the marker. That'll back him up 2 yards and also bring up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And they're indeed going to go for it here on 4th down. So trailing here in the last quarter, let's see how this plays out. They'll try and throw forward May. That is caught. And they'll work it inside the 15-yard line before it's all said and done. But no reason not to try it there, and they do indeed convert on 4th. A 3-score game here late. You could probably rule out the comeback, but Certainly some kind of a moral victory to be had if they can get a few more points to close things out. And to that end, a nice pass play there to push things downfield.
Yeah, and we know in this league, a loss is a loss, and no one wants anything to count as a moral victory or, boy, something that feels a little bit cheap. If they trim that lead down to just 2 scores, that's still a benefit to the squad. When the hitch route is run really well, that jab step off the line of scrimmage by the receiver, which is designed to back up the defender and give him a little bit of space, all you want there, get that space, catch the football, and then make a move and pick up extra yardage, and that's exactly what he got done there.
Toward the pylon, caught. Touchdown, Patriots. Garrett Wilson from 8 yards out. And the Patriots have got it back to a 2-score game here in the 4th. So a little bit of a letdown there defensively. I mean, look, you're still 2 scores to the good, CD, but things may be a little more uncomfortable than they had hoped.
Yeah, if you kept them out of the end zone there, this game's over. You've locked the door on them. Instead, it's still open a little bit, and they've got a puncher's chance.
Point after, right down the middle. And the lead will be cut down to 14. So that one a long 11-play drive. And Garrett Wilson capped things off with a touchdown grab. Following the touchdown, Morales back out to send this one away. And he returns this to the 22. The Chargers offense and their quarterback ready to go once more. And this defense might be about ready to wave the white flag. Nothing they have tried to throw at him has been that successful. He just processes things so quickly and makes a right read seemingly every time. The Charger drive about to get going. Now, there are 2 scores on the plus side. Still time here in this 4th quarter, but maybe you start thinking about playing keep away?
Yeah, I think here's the situation. You're not thinking touchdowns anymore. You're just thinking first downs. To keep up with your theme there, playing keep away, first downs, they can't touch the ball. And for the defense, this is a spot where you don't want to totally sell out to stop the run, but you do have a pretty good idea of what you're going to see. And that's good work right there to keep them in check on that first down carry.
Play action. It's Herbert. And he goes down. It's a Patriots sack. Milton Williams, the defensive tackle, getting in there for a loss of 5. Now Charles dealing with a 3rd and long. They'll have to try to go back to the air again, and this time avoid the sack.
Certainly hard to try to establish momentum when all you're doing is going backwards, not protecting the passer, and he gets dumped on his backside.
This offense so far on 3rd down, can't fault these numbers. 7 for 9 thus far. This will be 3rd and 15. Now it's Herbert. He finds Johnston. That's complete. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15.
1st and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And that pickup of a first down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
So frustrating defensively. You're a play away from getting that football back here, down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from him.
He's got another one to Johnston. And he's going to be taken down here with a penalty flag on the field. Well, that one hurts. That wipes away what would have been a big play.
Now, you and I both know coaches aren't real big on silver linings, but at least that play call was a successful one. Now the focus offensively, that goes to overcoming the penalty and making all that yardage back again.
And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by Christian Gonzalez. The passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally,
You think maybe there was an adjustment there? Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
And the Patriots gearing up to go now. The interception was a great starting point, but now they need points pretty quickly, down 2 scores. Up the middle, here's Stevenson. And he's going to get stopped up quickly. Give him a yard down to the 43.
I think they want to start getting back into this game. It behooves them to get better on first down.
Yeah, certainly not what they were looking for there out of the opening play of this drive. 2nd and 9. They go play action now. May. A quick throw there is incomplete.
A lot of times it's that first read that you have. Maybe you get it in pre-snap, and he locked in on his target, but he was covered quite well, and that one's incomplete.
The first down line at the 34 here on 3rd down. Now an option play, and he'll keep it. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. Well, he is certainly dangerous when he spots a lane, and he keeps it himself there and worked out well.
And how about the moving parts on a play like this? You know you have to practice it over and over because it's almost like a ballet that has to be choreographed. But how about once he made the decision to go, he committed to it and went. Let's face it, most teams are going to defend the running back much more than the quarterback on that type of a play. And that's exactly what you want on a first down run. Pick up 5 yards, bring up 2nd and 5. The defensive line, though, they've got to figure out a way to out-leverage the guys up front because the offensive line is winning at the point of attack.
From the shotgun, it's May. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete.
Well, he's smart enough to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Here's May. And that's going to be caught for a Patriot touchdown. Keyshawn Butte, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Patriots have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. So, Charles, they had him double covered in the end zone. It still was not enough.
I wonder if they're thinking to themselves now, 2 didn't work. Do we go for 3 guys on him next time? Because he fought through all that extra attention, got himself into a great position where his quarterback felt confident enough to challenge the coverage and threw it his way. What a big-time play right there, both by the quarterback trusting him and by him going up and getting it.
Extra point right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
Patriots 31.
Touchdown, Morales back out to send this one away. And he won't quite make it to the 25. The Chargers offense now, they get set to head back on the field. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, one-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually chirping to you on the other side of the ball saying, hey, we picked off the last one. What you going to do about it now? So when you do throw the football, high percentage, but throw it with confidence. If there's any hesitancy at all, it could end up in enemy's hands again.
That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on first down. And what do they start thinking about burning these timeouts? They've got all 3 still defensively.
To me, you have to start right now. Here's the time, and that means you've got to stop them on defense, not give up the yardage, use your timeouts in order to get the ball back and try and score yourself. But now is the time to start using those timeouts.
And keep in mind, it'll also stop the clock at the 2-minute warning. And able to break 1 tackle, but then quickly brought down for a nice little gain. 68 yards rushing for him now with a couple of touchdown runs to boot. This a big play for both sides. What will we see here? 3rd and 4. Here's Herbert. The Pats are going to get there. Down he goes. Now the Patriots going to use one of their timeouts. And as the two teams talking over on their respective sidelines, we take a break. Here's J.K. Scott now, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll call that a 47-yard punt, a return of just 3. And the Patriots take over. New England's offense set to go. And it feels like the momentum has shifted. They scored, then their defense forces that last punt. And now a chance to tie the game on this possession. Looking to put a drive together. And the drive starts with a carry by Stevenson. Found a little room there as he's out to about the 37. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
First play of the drive, let's give credit all around. Excellent blocking, but the guy carrying the ball, he was the finisher. A really nice run.
Here's 2nd and a yard. They'll throw with May. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's 3rd down.
They went with a dime look on defense. 2 extra defensive backs on the field and covered up essentially every blade of grass. That allowed them to disrupt the play.
A big play looming on 3rd down. Throwing here is May. He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver, but they just couldn't connect, and that will send them back to the drawing board.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Patriots come up empty on 4th down. And the Chargers will get the football back in excellent field position. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. A run with Harris out of the shotgun. He's brought down in the red zone at the 18 after a gain of 18. 1st and 10. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. They'll send a receiver in motion left. 5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down. And he's going to lose yardage and be backed up to the 25. So it's Charger football as we welcome you back from the 2-minute warning. They've got a second down now as they search for a way to get this one to the finish line. They'll run again with Harris. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6. And whistles, and we're going to have another stoppage of play as they call the timeout on defense with 1:53 left. What do they have for this? 3rd and 11. Herbert running left off the option.
Typically on the read option play, when we talk about responsibilities, we're talking about what the quarterback has to go through. How about the inside linebacker, though? His job on this play, shadow the quarterback and hold him to a short gain. Did it to perfection.
So here we go. Maybe the biggest kick of the game forthcoming. This to perhaps salt this one away. And his kick is indeed good. And that will extend their lead even further. So that one, CD, going to make the road back a lot more difficult.
Oh, there's no doubt about that. You know they were praying on the other sideline for a miss because now, as you pointed out, a very difficult road. Down 2 scores. You don't just need a touchdown. You need a chain of events to go your way. You've got to score, somehow get the ball back, and score again. The odds of that happening, not great in your favor.
So after the touchdown, here's Dicker out to kick this one off. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. So the Patriots now down by 10. A minute 4 on the clock. They'll need a score here and also likely an onside kick recovery. But first things first. 1st and 10. To throw, it's May. They set up the screen for Stevenson. And give him 6 yards here as he stopped near the 35 at the 34.
And a really nice play call there to start the drive, especially for your team that has a little bit of a reputation for throwing it downfield. You come out and you think maybe you can catch them off guard a little bit, and they did. Little screen pass, backdoored them, and that time worked well for a solid game.
And this one is going to be off the mark, too far out in front.
Let's face it, this defense has had its share of struggles all game long, and they know that they can put it all behind them if they defend well here in the 2-minute drill. Excellent coverage right there to force the incompletion.
This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. From the gun, it's May. He gets his complete to Diggs. And he will have a Patriots 1st down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
This has to go down as one of the simpler routes in the playbook, but oh so effective. Nice completion there. Keeps the sticks moving.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here. Again, he'll drop to throw. To the sideline and incomplete.
A lot of practice time, a lot of thinking goes into 2-minute drills, even on the defensive side. So now you want to make sure the guys understand. Continue to be aggressive, but make sure you're smart in doing so.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. Now a desperation throw deep downfield. And this is dropped and incomplete. Well, there's a metaphor for how this one is gone as time has run out on this ball game. Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board. Both offenses were clicking. Charles, these defenses, meanwhile, have a little something to clean up before their next contest.
Yeah, neither end zone had a stop sign in it, did they? I mean, for both sides, visit it, and with frequency. Not fun to be a defensive player, but on the offensive side of the ball, those guys had a blast. One team came away with a victory, even better for them.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. From Southern California, so long, everybody.